Hello, hello, good morning. Good morning, Aurora. Thank you for being with us today. Today is Tuesday, November the 19th. And yes, you are in Good Morning, Aurora with us. Today we have special guest that I'm going to let you know now. We have our friend Natalie Bonner. She is the founder of Talented 10th Social Services. We have our friends Mason, and we have our friend Resire. Hi. Good morning, everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning, guys. Is there anything that you want to say when we start now?
We're excited to be here.
Yeah.
Dream Scribers
Nice.
Class 6.
Nice. I'm glad you guys are here. And of course, we're gonna talk a little bit about this organization. And of course, Natalie. Let's talk about Dream Scribers.
Okay.
What is this program that we hear so much about?
So Dream Scribers is a 12-week program for youth 5 through 18. And in 12 weeks, they're able to become published authors.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
interesting.
It's very interesting.
Oh, wow. You guys, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Too.
Okay. How did you feel about, now this question goes for you too, guys, okay? How did you feel about being able to take part in this experience?
Uh,
I was really excited because it's always been a lifelong dream to become an author.
Mm-hmm. And did you do any kind of drawing too? I mean, to do like, I don't know, maybe the images of the your book?
No, my friend Colleen Conan did the cover art for the book.
Wow, how about you?
me, for this program.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I never like drew that I was like gonna be a writer,
Uh-huh.
but like when I got this opportunity to join her program, I feel like it got me into like writing more stuff, cause like I never dreamed to myself to be a writer. Like I was not into writing at all.
But I'm sure you found it interesting, and I'm sure you guys had fun during this program. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yes.
of course, it's fun.
Yes. Would you
fun.
recommend it to other kids?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good to hear. Is it because I'm here that you're saying that? No.
No, it's just that Miss Natalie, like,
Uh-huh.
she brings fun to the table. Like,
Ooh.
Oh, Miss Natalie.
Can I use that? I bring
Please.
fun to the table.
Yes.
And the chair. And the table.
and then,
Okay. What did you guys discover about yourself that you didn't know before?
That sometimes you need to ask for help when creating a title or the book in general as well. Because it can be difficult sometimes to create ideas on your own.
Mm-hmm. And it's good to ask for help, right? I mean, whenever you have some trouble on something, it's good to ask for help, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel like that, when you ask for help, you're not struggling alone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you, before I struggle, I ask for help.
That's good.
Very good.
That's good.
So
for
I
you.
don't do it wrong.
And that's okay. And you know what? I believe it is good to make mistakes because we learn about that, right?
Yeah.
You have to learn what works and what doesn't. So, yeah,
Yes.
that means doing something, right? May not work all the time.
Yes.
You go back to the drawing board.
Miss Natalie, is there anything that you wanna add to this about this program?
Well, I'll speak about this class in particular. They're class 6, so they are actually number 28 and 29 for our individual Dream Scribers classes. And we've also done an after-school program where we cater to 45 children. So it's really interesting to watch the journey and how they are on week 1 versus how they are on week 12. And they're able to create what they think. And that's really, really powerful because a lot of times we get tainted, right? As you get older, you're told how many things you can't do. And I'm definitely one to combat that. If you want to try it, if you want to do it, I'm going to be here to help you do it. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm very proud of both of them. They have two very different books, which is interesting as well, like the different topics that the youth come up with to talk about, because you really get an insight on what they're thinking and what they're experiencing at the time. So it's really educational for adults and parents. We learn a lot about our kids through this program.
And I believe that sometimes us as parents, we believe, oh, this is a good book that you can read. But we don't really know that our kids can also do their own stories,
That's
right?
right.
They can build their own characters and all that. So I believe it is a good idea of giving the kids an opportunity to express
Most
and
definitely.
all the ideas that they may have, right?
Most definitely. I also make sure I tell the Dream Scribers, this is not your parents' book. It's your book. Because sometimes the parents, they get really excited, and I love that part too. So they may have ideas and they may want to impose their ideas on the youth, but it's not the parents' book. We have a separate program for adults. This is for the youth, and this is for the youth to create and express themselves with whatever they may want to talk about.
Miss Natalie, how did you know that you wanted to create this organization and these programs?
So Talented 10th actually just had an anniversary. We turned 9 on November 8th. So happy 9th anniversary to us.
Yay, congratulations.
I grew up watching people in my community do things for each other. And it's just a part of me. And so once I graduated college, you think about money, and I thought that I would go into financial advising and, make 6 figures and do all of that. And it just didn't work out that way. And so during my career, I started going to different community events. And I'm like, I like this. I want to do this. And so I stopped and started my nonprofit and just went on from there. And with Dream Scribers, we started this in 2019 because I started the program with Takara Steele. And our goal was just to assist individuals in expressing themselves. Whatever they have in their brain, we wanted to assist them in getting that out on paper because we're both authors as well. So that's how the program started, and it's just been going amazing ever since.
Okay, how about you guys? How did you decide on what to write about?
So the way I came up with my story is me and my friend Nate Jimenez. We were just walking around our neighborhood, and we just kind of started spitballing ideas around on what could work in a story. And it slowly but surely led to the final product that I would end up creating.
How about you?
I say the reason why I write my story because I wanted to feel like so people can hear my story and what I've been through with my asthma and stuff like that. So I asked my mom and my grandpa to help me a little bit. So I really went to my grandma and was like, what should I really write about? Then she gave me the idea. Then I was like, that's perfect so people can hear my story and what I've been through at a young age.
Okay, and when are you guys planning on selling your books in bookstores? When can we see that?
Well, I'll answer this for them.
Yes, sure.
They will definitely be available on Amazon. Mason's book is actually available on Amazon now. However, since you see Mason is available, I suggest that we get copies from him, right? We can go to Amazon, but we can also get author copies, and maybe Mason, you could sign them.
Yes,
We are planning a book signing next month. Details will be released very soon because we are tying down the location. We have a couple of locations to choose from. And then we also have a celebration at the library every class. That will more than likely be in the spring because we know how the winter months are. And we want to make sure that the community is able to come and support our Dream Scribers. But both of their books will be available on Amazon by the end of the month, beginning of December. So look out on Talented Tent's Facebook page or the youth, their family. We'll be publicizing when their books are live on Amazon, and we'll be sharing it. They have launch teams, right, guys? So they develop their own launch teams that will help advertise and market the books as well. That's one of the things they learned about in Dream Scribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, it is amazing. It is important to give the community and, of course, the young kids the opportunity to express, and this is a great idea to work. Right? Do you like it?
I love it.
You love it, I'm sure. I'm sure. Natalie, is there any other activities or programs that you guys provide to the community?
Oh yeah, we do tons of stuff. We're actually having an event tomorrow evening.
You-
It will be located at 1039 Bonner Avenue, and we're having a Friendsgiving event for the community. One of the after-school programs I'm involved with is called Project All Together, and the youth were responsible for curating a community service project. And so what they came up with is blessing bags for individuals who are not housed, and they want to do a Friendsgiving to assemble individuals in the community. So that will be taking place tomorrow, 1039 Bonner, from 5:30 to 7. Everyone's welcome to attend. We'll have some fun stuff happening there. Besides that, the after-school program, which is for District 131 students ages or grades 7th through 10th. We have sign up for that as well, where the kids are able to get one-on-one tutoring. They also get incentives for making goals and achieving their goals grade-wise and academically with the program we have called Books for Bucks. And I've been handing out gift cards left and right. I don't have to tell anyone to do their homework. I go in there, they're like, because they're choosing their favorite restaurants, their favorite stores, and once they achieve the goals that they set, they get rewarded. So that's another program that we have. We have tons of programs for individuals in the community, but right now I'm really focusing more so on youth and family engagement.
In this case, how can the community talk to you, or how they can be part of you?
Well, you can always contact me via the Facebook page, Talented 10th Social Services. You can also email me at nbonner@talentedtenthss.org, and I will get back to you with whatever you need.
In this case, if they wanted to be part of these activities also, they can communicate with you.
Most definitely. We have flyers circulated for the after-school program. If you go on the Talented 10th page, because you have to register parents, you have to register your children for the after-school program because there is limited space. So we do have information on that on the Facebook page. I'll also have some flyers and things at the event tomorrow for parents who may have questions or would like to involve their youth in that program.
Okay. Guys, you know that there's a nice day. It's gonna be a nice day tomorrow, and of course, why not to join this beautiful program? And of course, it will be a lot of fun stuff to do. So it is a good thing to do tomorrow. Okay. So let me remind you the address: 1039 Bonner Avenue. It is from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And I'm sure there will be a lot of good stuff and fun stuff for all members of the family.
Oh yeah, we have some raffles with some gift cards. We're giving away $5 $50 gift cards. We're giving away 10 $25 gift cards. You'll have free dinner provided by an amazing caterer. You'll get to meet different individuals in your community who you may not run into otherwise because it's diverse. And that's something else I'm very proud of, that my organization works with all types of people from all types of backgrounds, and we can all come together and enjoy and fellowship with one another.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for all you guys that are in the chat here. We have, for example, Daniel Calderon. Thank you for being with us. Tracy Duran. Good morning, Tracy. Mary Fultz. Thank you for being here. Our friend Curtis, of course. Great. Curtis, good morning. Tracy Durant says, Natalie is so awesome. She is such a great role model.
Hey, friend. Hey, Tracy. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Sure. Alfredo Nieves, good morning. Thank you for being with us. Buenos días, Aurora, of course. It is with us. And also, Tracy mentions, I agree, Curtis. Kids these days need outlets like this more often. So glad this is available.
Thank you for that. And we're glad to be able to provide it. We've seen a lot of amazing things happen with the program as far as relationship building within the family, youth being able to express things that only they understand that they're going through.
Yes.
We went through it, but we went through it differently, right? And
Yes,
so we
of
can't
course.
always put everything in one box. It's not a one-size-fit-all type thing. So with Dream Scribers, they're able to express themselves and talk about things that are interesting to them, not
Yes.
necessarily interesting to us, because we don't matter in this area, right? It's all about you guys.
Yes, and I'm sure you guys are having fun, and I'm sure you guys want to stay a little bit longer, right? But of course, you can come back and visit, right?
Ooh, of course. Of course, they can always come back and visit. Once they become New York Times best-selling authors.
Oh yes,
Or
imagine
they're-
that.
oh, I
They're
can
gonna
see
say,
it.
I met my friend Natalie, and she was the one who helped me, right?
Of course.
Ooh, I loved it. I loved it. Don't forget about me.
We're always gonna shout out Miss Natalie.
I love
Oh,
that. I love
sure.
that, and I appreciate that from you guys.
How often are the Dream Scribers classes, and how can people learn more?
So we usually do the classes twice a year. September is always the launch date. We launched our first Dream Scribers class in September. So we do a September class, and then we also do an April class. So the beginning of the year, I will have information on how students can enroll or register their students for the Dream Scribers Class 7 that'll start in April of 2025.
Okay, and how about you guys? Would you like to, how about you tell us any new idea for new books? You have anything in mind?
I've been making a new idea for a book.
Wow.
It's about kind of like this wizard in like Victorian London time,
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
That sounds
and
interesting.
he has to basically face an immortal foe,
Oh,
but also has to bear the responsibility of being one of the strongest wizards of his time. So he has to put responsibility with the overwhelming pressure, and you see how it affects him throughout the story.
that's very interesting. How
Mm-hmm.
about you, Resire? Do you have any new idea for a new book?
I have a couple options, but I'm still trying to think like which one I really want. I have one like the that one book like David No, like a book like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like whoever created that book is really creative. So I'm trying to like put it in my own words and do it.
Okay.
Like the David No book.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. That's a good idea. And it is amazing us as parents as we learn that our kids knew or did something new that we didn't even know.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Yeah. This is a great accomplishment. There's like 2% of people in the world who are authors. So this is really, really huge. And I mean, imagine the amount of youth who become published authors. So this is a great accomplishment that they can take with them forever. And it's also ways that they can encourage individuals to become writers as well, even if they feel like they're not good at writing, they don't know what to write about. Like, this is a way for them to reach out to their population and let other youth know that you can do this too. Like, yeah, it was rough at times, right? Miss Natalie can be, the deadlines
From
and
youth to youth.
yeah, exactly. I love that. Can I take it?
Go ahead.
Youth to
No
youth.
problem.
I'm going to use that, and I've asked for
Sure.
permission.
Yes,
So,
no problem.
youth to youth. I love that. But yeah, both of them are great role models, and they have amazing stories. I loved reading both of them. I mean, Mason, he might have the next Harry Potter series. We might be
Yes,
sitting next to
I'm
the.
sure.
I'm just saying. And then Resire, we might be sitting next to the next Oprah.
Yeah,
You know, because she can do motivational speaking
of course.
and her experiences as a youth and all the things that she's gone through at this young age can definitely inspire young people as well as adults to keep pushing and to fight and not be scared. So I'm really proud of her for being so brave. Don't you start.
I'm glad that you guys have the opportunity, and of course that you are enjoying, that you are creating your own idea, that you're making it real, that you are showing it to the public. And I'm glad and I'm happy for you guys, and I'm hoping that I can see your books in big bookstores very soon, of course. And right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I want to be there whenever you do the sign book.
Oh, we'll
So,
make sure you get an invite
Let
for
us
sure.
know.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
let us know whenever you guys are gonna do something like that, so we can be present and we can show it to the rest of the public.
Love that.
Yes.
You guys heard that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got at least one book, 2 books sold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Maybe a lot more. I'm sure you guys are gonna do a lot.
They are. They're going to do amazing.
Yes. Natalie, what exactly are social services, and what is the impact of their accessibility on community as a whole?
So social services is having the ability to assist with anything that humans need, right? So sometimes that could be food insecurity, that could be housing instability, that could be resources to legal services. It varies, and Talented Tent serves as a conduit. If I don't handle it directly myself, I have an amazing group of organizations and individuals that I know who own businesses who I can refer these people to get the assistance that they need. And the impact is that they understand that they're not alone, right? Because that is very important. Sometimes we're forced to be shamed about certain predicaments that we may find ourselves in, but any of us can go through those hardships, right? It's not just these type of people go through these hardships. So knowing that you have people in the community who are willing to assist and care for you is really, really, really important. And I think it builds trust within the community. I think it builds unity. I think it allows us to have an opportunity to see each other for being great human beings and the illustration of God. I think that's really important.
Yes, and it is important also to tell the kids and youth, to tell them that they have a voice and they can say something and they can express their feelings. And of course, this is a great opportunity to write a book, because you can say, if you're sad, you can write and create a great story, and of course show it to the world. And of course it is a great opportunity for you guys. I'm very happy for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank
And I'm
you.
hoping to see you soon in the big stores. There are other people here in the chat that I would like to mention too. Miss Tina Give, great things coming her way, Mary. Congratulations to them. Sonia the Wolf, can't wait to see what these talented young people come up with in the future. Miss Tracy Duran, there are a lot of people very interested in you guys, as you can see. And of course, if you can keep writing and doing great things to show the world.
Most definitely. And a couple other things. There are some hidden gems
Yes.
in the Dream Scribers program. Mainly, like Resire had mentioned, she wasn't really interested in writing, right? She felt she couldn't, quote unquote. But throughout this process, she's pushed herself. She's written a lot, and she wants to continue doing so. So on a scholastic level, right, there's always a little extra meaning behind everything that we do. On a scholastic level, it allows kids to push themselves further outside of the classroom, so that when they go back into the classroom, they know they're able to do it. And so they excel in other areas where they maybe wouldn't have with just being introduced to this program. And then the mental health aspect, right? There are a lot of things that sometimes you don't feel comfortable speaking with other individuals.
Yes.
But
that's
you can
correct.
always write it down and somebody can connect to it. And then finally, you can make a little money.
That's true. And you know what? Whenever you do work on what you loved, you don't feel it as a work, and
That's right.
and you get paid.
And you get
Right?
paid. These are entrepreneurs right here. They're learning about
Yes,
marketing,
ma'am.
budgeting, timelines. They've learned all of that in a very short time period while being students,
Yes.
while being daughters and sons. So it's an amazing, amazing accomplishment. And I always want to make sure that I always tell you guys how proud I am of you, because most adults can't do what you guys do.
Yes.
I work with adults too. They're much more difficult to work with, right? So you guys are absolutely amazing.
Yes, I am agree with you. Natalie, I know that you, the organization you are in, helps a lot to the community of Aurora. Now my question is, how can the community help you
Ooh.
to help them?
I love that. I don't know if I've even been asked that question. I would say volunteering, right? Volunteering for several things. When we have community events, when we work with the youth at the after-school program, we are looking for more qualified tutors. And shout out to my tutors, Anwita and Yalini. Those are my little mentees who go to IMSA. They're absolutely amazing. They've been on the show as well. You can always donate, right, for the seasons, because people are always in need of basic necessities. So toiletries, food, things like that. And if you do provide a service, I would love to speak with you so that I can put you in my network.
Okay, I have our friend Tracy Dran says, they both have wonderful stories to tell. You never know, their stories might help other kids that they need help in some way.
That's very true. Resire's story is very powerful as far as what she's gone through, and just to hear that perspective, because I know for a fact a lot of other youth have experienced some of the things that she's experienced. And with Mason, his book is so futuristic, and you can tell he put so much thought into it. And I love the fact that he was not afraid to express his thoughts.
Yes.
And I know there are other youth who write and have that type of genre that they want to express in. So it's great that you guys are being pioneers and letting them know that they can do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, our time is about to end. Natalie, the show ends on a positive note. What is your message today for the people of Aurora?
My message is that the most important investment you can make is into another person. That's all I can say. It's priceless.
Mason, would you like to say something to all the kids that are looking at you?
Dream Scribers is an amazing group, and you should definitely consider joining.
Oh, thanks, Mason.
How about you, Resire?
I would say is, if you have a dream, do it. Don't matter what age you are, just push for it. Just like have that mindset and that goal.
Okay. Guys, I'm very proud of you. You have the doors open for this program. Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome. Just let us know. And whenever you guys have your book signing, let us know so we can be there with you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. Have a great day, a blessed day, and of course, guys, thank you so much for you being here. This is important to know that kids can also be writers, and of course, they can do whatever they want as long as we are with them.
Most definitely.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. See you soon.
Being a local business in Chicago, we've always worked with community banks, but over time, those smaller banks started getting acquired by larger national footprint banks. It became time to work with Wintrust to meet our needs without having to have that big bank feel.
Wintrust understood what they wanted to accomplish, and they've increased in size 5 times over.
As we continue to grow, we're going to keep needing to borrow, so I'm sure they're going to love that.
Serving their needs. It's really the foundation of what Wintrust commercial banking is all about.